Hi guys, it's Chi. I just want to make a really short video on how to use stencils for background. There's three ways I know how to use stencils. The other one is spraying and misting, which means, for example, this is your pattern. And you have a little spray that has color in it. And you can spray around it and let the color sets, dried, and you peel it off slowly. That's called misting. Second one is rubbing. I'll show you how to do that. And dabbing. The materials that you can use for stencils are stencils brushes. I bought this Faber-Castell Gelato with stencil brushes. It looks like this, like a very rough brush. And what you do is, for example, you choose this color, you dab it on a little water just to make the tip bit damp, and you rub it on to the gelatos and you apply it to your pattern. Second materials you can use for stencils, it's called stencil rollers. I don't have it, but just imagine a paint roller in a smaller scale like this. And for example, this is your pattern, tape from every corners, and then you roll it like this. Let the color set and then peel it off. Excuse me. And the third one is using dabber. I'm lucky that the Faber-Castell that I got have this one, otherwise I have no idea how to use the stencils. Faber-Castell Gelato is the one that I'm gonna use today because I really like them. It has a consistency like a lipstick. You can use it as their own, or you can use it as a watercolor. It's also a water soluble. I'll show you what I mean. So I'll apply a little bit of here. It's very creamy. And then I'll get my watercolor brush, and you just mix it in. With dabbing, I'll be using the Faber-Castell Gelatos. With the rubbing, I'll be using this cheap Faber-Castell crayon kind of thing. With the rubbing, I prefer using something like this that have oil medium, like oil pastel, crayons. Maybe you can use a soft pastel as well, but spray it with a fixative spray so the color will stay. Okay, let's start. For the rubbing, I'll be using these stencils. I used this one last time in one of the page in summer night with the background, and I just used this one to make it look like a gold wallpaper. So rubbing means you put the stencils at the back of the page, at the back of the paper, and press firmly with your hand so the stencil doesn't move around. And the technique is to just rub it in till you get the pattern from the stencils. So let's start. The harder you press, the more the pattern will show. I don't know if you can see that. And then you can also use watercolor around it. The reason why I use the oil medium like this, because when you use the watercolor, it doesn't smudge around and contact with the pattern. It doesn't smudge the pattern. So I'll show you what I mean. I'll be using my koi watercolor because it's the only one that I have. I'll choose this yellow color here. And then you just apply the watercolor. Just like that. I'll quickly get a paper towel. So get a paper towel and rub the watercolor off. So there you go. That's called rubbing. You can see the pattern there. Okay, let's move to dubbing. I'll just use the same pattern. So just make sure that when you do this one, all the corners are all taped so the stencil doesn't move around. Okay, let's start. I'll be using the Faber-Castell Dauber. And this Faber-Castell Gelatos color blue. So what you do is you just rub it. This is really good way if you painted your background black, darker colors. So dubbing means dabbing it like this into the pattern. Oh, I think that one is not good. I'll just use a red one, more pigmented. You don't have to dab it really hard like me, but I just want to make sure that all the corners are colored. You can just press really hard like this without the noise. And after you've done your images, you can slowly peel it off. can see there's the image there. You can use different kind of medium or media for stencils. There's glass paint, acrylic. I'll still have to try acrylic on stencils and watercolor as well. We use Faber-Castell Gelatos. There's also fabric paints if you're doing it on, you know, blanket, pillow cases, towels, and also you can use spray paint if you want to do it on a canvas. So I think that's it, guys. If you have any other questions or like YouTube tutorial that you want to see regarding stencils, if you want to learn more about them, because I really want to learn about them, because I'm not really good in being creative with backgrounds and stuff. So I'll research for you and we can learn together. Thank you so much. Bye.